I'm DinoMightyMiranda from Crisis of Infinite Opinions. Welcome to the recommended reading list. Each month, me and my co-host debate a comic book topic, and in the coming episode, we are debating when mischaracterization becomes canon. To aid in our quest, we have each chosen a comic book which best sums up our arguments, and we are presenting it to you, dear listener, so that you may follow along and spot the bizarro lurking in plain sight in next week's episode. Rena, staying true to form, chose Green Lantern 87 from 1972. Written by Denny O'Neil with art by Neil Adams and Dick Giordano, this is Jon Stewart's first appearance. The Jon Stewart presented in Green Lantern 87 may not be recognizable if you are only familiar with his 21st century incarnation. He is overtly political, both in his existence as a Black character and in his behavior. He calls out those in power, and he clearly has something to prove. Reading this book will not only give you a newfound appreciation for Jon as a character, but create some very noticeable contrast between him and his modern incarnation. In a similar vein is Honey's recommendation, the 1986 to 1991 Captain Atom run by Cary Bates and Greg Weisman. A character's debut isn't always the best. Sometimes you need to fix up their costume, change up their supporting cast, give them new powers, or even a completely new backstory. Or, in Captain Atom's case, all that and more. When DC bought Captain Atom from Charlton, they tasked Bates and Weisman with modernizing him for the 80s. If they had stuck with the original story, then there's no way that he would have sustained a 50-issue run all by himself, or that Captain Atom would have become such a fan favorite that fans would petition to save him from an event 4 years later. It is a masterclass in how to take a failing character and turn him into one that is beloved. I, however, went in a different direction. In 2011, when the New 52 took over and ruined my life, Brian Azzarello and Cliff Chiang took over the Wonder Woman books, and they produced a visually spectacular toxic family drama that had nothing to do whatsoever with either Diana or My Beloved Amazons, despite borrowing some window dressings from previous iterations of their lore. It goes to show that you can tell a good story while still ignoring everything having to do with the characters that you are working with. And finally, Night, who kicked open a hornet's nest with their recommendation, Suicide Squad Dream Team from 2024, written by Nicole Maines, art by Eddie Barrow. In Dream Team, Maines crafts a compelling conflict between Dreamer and Amanda Waller that manages to have Waller be both a compelling villain and a realistic human who has sacrificed so much for the greater good. And now that you have the syllabus, study hard and keep your eyes peeled for bizarros next week with Crisis of Infinite Opinions. If you have a recommendation for us, if you read these stories, if you are new to the medium and would like to ask us any questions, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed the video today, feel free to hit that like button and go ahead and follow us if you would like some more comic book content. Thank you for your time today. I've been DinoMightyMiranda, your friendly neighborhood amateur Batman historian, and please remember, support your local comic shop. Have a great night.